Hey everybody, welcome to an episode of Minifigure Monday, a series that I've never done before and will probably never do again. But without further ado, let's get into this. So this figure is not from anything, and it's not inspired, or it is inspired by certain things. But I just wanted to create a figure that was unique to me, a unique color scheme, and I think it turned out pretty dang good. So let's take a look at the actual figure itself. So for starters here, you can't really take a look at a lot of the details of the figure without looking at the cape, or without removing the cape, which is kind of just there for show. It's supposed to be, I don't know, cascading in the wind, or flowing in the wind, not cascading. And then it kind of doesn't look as good back there, but that's fine because it looks good from the front. So as long as I display it from there, I'm good. But we will take this off to take a look at the actual details of the figure that are hidden underneath the cape. Okay, so this is all the detailing of the figure. And you might be saying, hey, it looks pretty rough, what's going on here? Well, it's the first time I custom molded and painted everything, every little detail. I didn't follow any little guidelines that were already on the torsos. I did this all myself, and that's the first time I did that. So that's why it might not look as stellar. Believe it or not, the parts on this molded piece right here were not supposed to blend in with the lines on the torso. It just happened to line up, so that was extremely lucky of me. But you can see that I molded these two pieces down here for the torso armor parts, and then there's this big piece up here that goes from the shoulder and then goes down all the way to the back. We have one armor plate on the shoulder to kind of give it some asymmetry, and for the detailing you can just kind of see orange and white with black. That's kind of what I wanted to go for, and I think it turned out all right. I do think it took some hits, but the cape really hides all that, so I'm pretty happy with that. But let's take a look at the mask here. So the mask is kind of what started it all, actually. So what ended up happening was I got a ton of clay, and I got a hair piece, just like one of the stock ones that I molded everything onto, and I just kind of got to work. I let the ideas come out, and I think it turned out pretty well. I made the 3 armor pieces of the helmet, or the hair, or the, I don't know what you call it, helmet, I guess. So I got the 3 main pieces right here, all connecting kind of in the middle, but leaving that space, covering up the eyes, and then there's just symbols on each side. I just drew random symbols, I think, but most of them look alright, maybe aside from that one. But there's just symbols of some language, I guess, on the sides of those. And then moving towards the back, I don't think this is hair. It's maybe just like cables or something, but there are 5 black tendrils coming down the back, which do look alright. They don't look good as hair, but it looks alright. And you can't really see it up there, but it's not one continuous piece. It actually breaks right here and here. There's shorter pieces that then connect to the longer pieces that do go down all the way to the back. And speaking of the back, we have 3 little painted details on the actual torso, and this armor piece. It's not really a jetpack, it's just kind of a piece that goes right here. Oh shoot, there's some unfortunate painting detail that got on that, but there's 3 different molded pieces that were again glued together. And then that kind of brings you back to the main side. Oh, and on the helmet, on each side there's different, I don't know what you call that, like an extension shooting off each side, which gives it kind of a nice look that I really enjoy. And that is the whole figure in its glory. Also, the gun isn't anything special. I just wanted to have a cool alien looking, or different looking accessory, and I think that turned out pretty well. We have, probably can't see it, but one of the symbols right there, and some just white and orange paintings throughout the entire thing. I kind of rushed this one, not gonna lie, but it turned out pretty alright, and it does give the, it does look very close to the actual color scheme of the figure, and I think it turned out pretty alright. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, that's the figure in all of its glory. And if I'm going to be totally honest, I'm pretty proud of this one. I did all the custom molding and the detailing on it, and while it doesn't look professional, it doesn't look the best. I do really like the different design. I didn't really have a sound plan for this one at all, or I did, but it changed very drastically. I just kind of let the hands do the work, and I just kind of sat back and see what it molded into, and I honestly don't think I could be happier. It is a really fun design. I really do enjoy it, and maybe I'll do something better with it one day, but this is it for now. So I hope you guys enjoy this minifigure as much as I did. It was really fun to make.
One thing I do not recommend is use Elmer's glue. Don't use Elmer's glue. I used it for all of this, and I'm honestly shocked it hasn't fallen apart. I ran out of super glue, that's why. So that's my one tip of the day from me, but I don't want to get sidetracked at all. So thank you for watching this one. I really do appreciate it. I really do think that my minifigure customizing skills are definitely improving. It's kind of exponential right now. I know it's going to kind of plateau, and it's going to be a lot of hard work to improve, but every figure I make seems to look better, so I am really overjoyed, and I can't wait to see what I do next, and hopefully you can either. So keep building, peace out, and see you in the next one.